Hello. So I'm here to talk about acne and my Accutane journey. I want to say I've been on Accutane for about 3 months now. May, June, July. Yeah, 3 months. But how I started with acne, okay? Because I have never had acne problems. I just started getting like bad breakouts and stuff like in February. When I moved here, my skin was clear. I've been wearing makeup since I was about 18, 19. I'm 28 now. So a lot of people was like, oh, it's the makeup. No, it's not the makeup. It's not. It's because, well, at first, like, I had got off birth control, so I thought maybe it was the birth control. And so I will insert some clips too to show you how bad it was at first, because it's bad now. It's, you know, it's clear to what it was looking like. But I had got off birth control for a long time. I was on the depot shot for like 5-6 years, and I had a problem with that, so I had to get off that for a while. And then like this year I started getting the breakouts, so I was like, oh, maybe it's my hormones, because I started googling all this stuff, and you know, Google will tell you that you're dead and you're still walking if you try to Google any kind of symptoms. But however, I got on Google and I started getting all kind of different things like hormonal acne. And remind you, I am a cosmetologist, so I done been through like the esthetician part. I read my book about the skin. I tried different things. It was just not working. So I was like, okay, maybe it's my hormones. Like I diagnosed it with hormonal acne, and then I went to get back on birth control. So I went to my gynecologist. She prescribed me back on birth control. Well, I did that for the whole month of April. I didn't see any change. It's like it got worse. It was like big bumps. It was like sore, and like you couldn't touch my face. It was hurting so bad, and so the pills wasn't working. So then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go to a dermatologist and try maybe, like, I'm thinking something like a freaking chemical peel, which I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking a chemical peel, but I was thinking a chemical peel. And so I went to a dermatologist, and he was like, it's a cystic acne. And I was like, a cystic acne? Well, okay, rewind. I have sensitive skin, so with certain type of scrubs and all that, certain type of, even body, when it comes to my soap, comes to my lotion, I can't use certain things because my skin is so sensitive. So he was like, oh, you developed a cystic acne, what have you been using? So I told him my routine, and I've been trying different new things out. And then with the spin brush, he was like, no. He was like, that's what dug deeper in my pores, because I'm already oily, I already have sensitive skin, and then everything is just getting trapped. And he was like, well, there's several ways that we can go about this. I was like, no, I want the fastest, quickest way possible, because this is what I'm not used to. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like, this is one of my flaws. Like, I be insecure about it. Like, when people be like, oh, you need to stop wearing makeup, it hurts my feelings, because it's really not the makeup. Like, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone, because this is just something I'm going through right now, and sometimes it gets me down. I tell my boyfriend, like, you know, I don't want to get out of bed. Like, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go eat. I don't want to go this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Just because I'm very cautious about my skin and my teeth. Those are two things that really bothers me, that if something was to go wrong, that I would be depressed. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I was depressed. My friend was like, you know, Brid, just try to get a facial and see if it worked. But back to the story, he was like, well, I can tell that you're self-conscious, you know, like it's really bothering you, because it's bothering you from the time I walked into the room to how you were trying to turn away, trying to put your head down, anything to keep me from focusing your face. And so he was like, I'm gonna put you on dicycline for 4 or 6 weeks, which dicycline is like an antibiotic treated for severe acne. And when I googled it, it was treated for like other things too, but I did that for 4 to 6 weeks, and that didn't, it like brought some of the stuff to the surface, like even worse. But to me, the dicycline did not work at all. It did not work. Like, the bumps were getting bigger, but he was like, well, that's what the dicycline is for. It's gonna bring it to the surface, and then when you start your Accutane, it's gonna clear it up, and then your spots are gonna start clearing up. So he was like, I want to put you on Accutane for 6 months. So of course I was like, okay. And he was like, well, it's important that before we do this, at the end of your 6 weeks, when you're finished with your dicycline, we can talk about completing, because I want you to do your research, see, you know, the problems and side effects of the Accutane, which he explained mildly to me. And he was like, well, I still want you to do some research yourself. So of course I'm going to do research regardless. If I get a cut on my finger and you prescribe me a medicine, I'm going to research it before I start taking it, and I'm going to call my sister. So he was like, I want to put you on for the 4 or 6 months, just because I want all of this to come out, and then I want you to have like an even skin tone where no spots are going to show. So I was like, okay, you know, I can handle that. He was like, one of the major side effects is that it causes severe dryness. So I was like, I can handle the dryness, you know, it's nothing. So I left there, and I went home, and then I immediately started doing my research. So it's like, you know, it causes birth defects, and I'm not worried about it because I'm not pregnant. I'm not trying to get pregnant, so that was out the window. I started reading more, and it was like, oh, severe dryness, you know, like you can't have too much exposure to the sun. My side effects, let me talk to you about my side effects. Okay, the first month on it, it was rocky. I couldn't tell. The second month, oh, I started off on 30 mils. So the first month it was rocky. I couldn't kind of tell. And then the second month I was still on 30, and then like it'll go away. Like at night, I would think my face is clear. Like it'll, like I wouldn't have any of the textures. Like when I say textures, like the bumps and stuff. Like you can actually see not a smooth, even skin. So that's called texture. And so I just like have smooth. So I was like, oh my God, yes, finally. Next morning I wake up, do this. Baby, in the middle of the day, they just start coming out. I'm like, where the hell are these coming from? Like, it doesn't make sense. Oh, so it'll clear up and go back. And then this month he upped my dose to 40. So now I'm taking 2 a day of 40, and I can't really tell because I'm not really this month is still kind of fairly new. Like it's the 21st, so it's been like, because I actually didn't pick it up between my window frame, because before you do it you have to log on to iPledge and, you know, answer these questions about contraceptives and all that, like what form of birth control are you using. You have to use 2, and you have to get blood work first. So you do your blood work, and then you go to the doctor, back to your doctor, to talk about the blood work, see if everything is okay. And then it was still like 7 in the 7 days. So I'm like, well, that's crazy. I did the blood work, talked to the doctor, answered my questions, and then like I work and other stuff. So it's like, okay, well, I'll get to it when I can. But I tried to log on day 7, and I had a problem with it, so I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll call in the morning or whatever. So I called the next morning, and it was out. So I had to go back and redo pregnancy tests. They didn't do blood work. I had to just actually piss on the stick or whatever. So Yeah, and like this month I started probably about, no, it was before the 4th. Maybe, I probably did start on time. Well, no, the 2nd. I got the pills on the 2nd. It was before the 4th because the 4th I had too much sun exposure. So I wasn't supposed to be taking the medicine and being out in the sun, and I did, and it caused like almost dehydration, and it caused like spotting, real bad spotting. Like now I'm really dry and I have bad spots, as you can see, like that. And so the double 40, I mean, this is what the double 40 is doing. Like right now I still have this, and it's just still like getting on my nerves, but I just pray for better days. Oh, okay, so back to my side effects. With Googling, I seen I watched this girl a lot, and then another girl, she was okay, and her side effects, that her lips were really dry. Something, oh, I can handle dry lips. You know, I'm a makeup artist. I know I'm a hairstylist, so I know about all the moistures there is. So it's like, okay, let me tell you, these lips are so dry. I have days where I want to cry. I'm like, you know what, babe, I think I want to get off this. And then I think to myself, like, I can't get off this, then I really have a problem. I might be depressed because I still have this going on. So right now I just have severe dryness. The only thing I found that soothes my lips is plenty of pout, and I put that on it, and it soothed it like crazy. So it's not like dry, it actually gives me a little moisture, but that has like chili pepper in it, which is supposed to plump you up even more. So I'm like, how is this even working? How is this even moisturizing my lips? Which is a lip gloss, but it's not an intense moisturizer. So you would think like, oh, maybe Carmex or maybe Vaseline, but no. But that's what I'm battling with now. I'm battling with severe dryness, and like I cannot find a moisture that will actually help me. I mean, if anybody know any moisturizers that I can try that will help me, leave it in the comments, or like get on my social media and, you know, follow me and DM me. But I'm gonna try to stick this journey out. I'm at month 3, meaning I have 3 more months to go, which meaning I really wanted to get off at the end of August. I want to try to complete my journey at the end of August. But 2, also guys, if you ever get on Accutane, just make sure you drink plenty of water, because I really haven't, and I think that's probably part of my problem with being so dry. And then this heat in Texas doesn't make it any better, because it's like 111 degrees literally. But notice that I've been sleeping like crazy, which I be so tired, and I don't want to do nothing, like things like I don't want to do my makeup, I don't want to do my hair, I don't want to go anywhere. I was like, I'm so tired, I can't get out of bed, like I don't feel rest enough. And now I think the medicine is really doing it to me. And she was like, well, no, it's not, it don't make you drowsy. She was like, that means it's a sign of depression. And I was like, no, don't say that, I'm not depressed. But it kind of does make sense, but I'm not claiming depression or anything like that. I'm just, now I'm to the point to where I have to overcome myself and make myself like get up and do things and do my makeup. And because like normally I work at MAC at the airport, so I have to get up and get ready almost 2 hours to 3 hours before my shift, depending on what time I have to work now. And then it's like I wait to the last minute, and then I throw on this basic face, and then I go and work and be like, oh, can someone put something on, you know, like do my eyes or anything. But I don't know, I hate that it happened to me, But at the same sense, I'm kind of glad that I'm going through this journey, because I know how to help others, like how to speak to others about it, and how to motivate others that has skin problems, that's going through the same thing I am, because I had a little 14-year-old girl come in, and it saddens me because she's only 14. Just imagine, she has to go to school with all these mean kids these days. Why are kids so mean these days? Anyway, but I was telling her, you know, hey, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. Look at me working in the makeup counter, and I got all this going on. And hers wasn't like the texture. Hers was just like spotting. So, and she was dry. So I showed her, I had her mom to buy her this lightweight concealer to conceal all over the face, which was water weight, which is good. It's a moisturizing concealer with full coverage. And I concealed all over her face, and I said, see, that's easy. You can just put it on, you know, you don't have no special technique that you have to use it at home. And then I was just telling her different ways to master her skin, like cleansing wise, and, you know, little things that was told to me that I did not know, like when you wash your face and you're drying it off with your face towel, that's only putting things back into your skin, especially have large pores. So I was told to dry my face with a paper towel, or like the little cotton swab balls, or like the cotton mat things. That is what I've been doing. And then I have, as far as like cleansing, I've been using Dove soap, and I think it's called Cetaphil, something like that. Whatever, I got it from Walmart, but I still haven't found a moisturizer. That was one thing that I couldn't tell her to get. I told her that that cleanser had a moisturizer to go with it, that I haven't been moisturizing, because I have to get in the habit of it, because I never had to moisturize. And like now it's annoying because I have to moisturize these days, and I realizing like this can happen to you, this can be you, the same way I'm talking to you, and you can be judgmental, you know, say little things about a person like, oh, her skin is bad, or oh, she's fat, or any little thing, oh, she's bald, or blah, or anything. Like the next day you can wake up and it can be you. It can, like literally, it can be you. So be mindful to what you say to people and how you say to people. I will continue to update and let you guys know how it's going and how it changed. Like I said, I'm gonna do how it started and how bad it was, and if I have a few pictures to where it was like the second and third month, I posted up there, but I don't think I do. I think I just have like month one when it was like horrible, like yeah. But thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, or you ever want to talk about skin or something, or have just any kind of general questions, leave it in the comment below, or like I said, DM me. I'm going to tag all my social media, so follow me on social media in case you want to learn how any kind of makeup routines, hair routines. And by the way, this is X-rated extensions that I started my own hairline. I'm gonna have a website soon, hopefully, if I can get it together. And I have a few textures that's gonna be sold, but this is 2 bundles of 14. I cut it, I made it into a wig, and then I cut it and I sewed it onto my head. But yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe, and keep up with my acne journey with me. Thank you. Okay guys, this is my skin now on month 3, and I just wiped my makeup off, so you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I feel like it's steady coming out, like, I don't know. So I really Like it'll clear up and then it'll come back just like this. And I'm only on month 3 and I just upped my dosage, so yeah.